Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Big Sam's Long Balls podcast. We're going to try something new today. I'm going to do a list of my top 5 Judases who have played for Arsenal. I was just thinking about it, and I don't know if there's any other club in the world that can sort of claim to have as many sort of people that weren't as loyal, let's say.
No, we got quite a few, Chris. We got quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just bigger at Arsenal because it's bigger names that maybe move on to bigger stuff.
I think it's just because the Judases at Liverpool, okay, they're arseholes and we hate them, but the Judases at your lot, they just seem to absolutely hate you as fans. I mean, Emmanuel Adebayor, I mean, the bloke's a legend. How far did he run to mug you all off that day? That was
the whole pitch. He ran the whole pitch. He ran the bloody. Oh, we can get started straight away because Adebayor is actually my number 5 I've chosen for Judases.
He's the lowest one. Jesus Christ, he's number 1, Chris. Why? Okay, why Emmanuel
Adebayor? Yeah, I mean the thing with Adebayor, he was there for quite a long time. He was 2006 to 2009. He was at Arsenal, so sort of the start of the Emirates era. It was the end of winning the trophies. So he was in sort of an unsuccessful Arsenal team. He was in that Arsenal team that was sort of, we had the likes of Cesc Fabregas coming in. You had some sort of okay players. Obviously, Arsene Wenger was still there. It was sort of his start of his decline. And I think I've got the stats. So 104 Premier League appearances, 46 goals. Not terrible. It's sort of almost a goal of every 2 games.
He was very good.
He was very good. I think he got African Player of the Year while he was playing with Arsenal as well. So he had some quite good accolades. Obviously, what let him down is that he moved to Man City. So he moved to Man City first of all for 25 million. So for then, it's not too bad. But it was at a sort of stage of time when Man City would just keep buying all our players. It was the sort of the start of that. The likes of Gael Clichy, Sagna, Kolo Touré. They were just buying all these sort of Arsenal players. And you never thought that an Arsenal player would ever go to Man City because obviously Man City then, obviously not as big as they are now.
No.
So they obviously saw this project that maybe Man City were building and they liked it. And obviously they went on and did actually win quite a few things with Man City, which was quite annoying, to be honest. Got the likes. I don't know if Adebayor actually won anything at Man City.
I don't think because he went to Man City when they were like, okay, they had money, but they were rubbish like then. I mean, he was
like
manager.
The Robinhos.
Yeah, those types of signings, yeah. And
it was Mark Hughes.
I was going to say, it must have been Mark. I mean, that's got to be a snake. He's clearly went for the money. Surely you don't go to play for under Mark Hughes instead of Arsene Wenger. So yeah, Adebayor, I think definite snake for you lot. I mean, I always liked him. I quite like the fact that he ended up on Tottenham's bench for a while. That made me laugh.
I looked at it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I can still go back Man City. So obviously, they won 4-2. It was that game, and he ran the entire length of the pitch, and he celebrated in front of the Arsenal fans, and the Arsenal fans obviously gave him abuse, and rightly so. But you can see the passion. And I remember Mark Hughes after the game said that Adebayor only did it because he wanted to prove his love for Man City fans. But deep down, he must have done it just to get Arsenal fans pissed off, and it made me really angry. I remember watching that game.
He hated you lot, clearly.
He did.
What did you do to him?
I mean, I read somewhere that he didn't actually want to leave Arsenal, and he was sort of forced out because we had to bring in sort of Van Persie was coming through and everything, and I think Arsene Wenger did want him out. But
what players like Lord Bentner
Arshavin
and Sonogo? I mean, no, that can't be true. Surely not.
No, you can just see. So it was 2009. So he left. Well, he obviously left 2 years before we got to the the Carling Cup final against Birmingham City. But he must have been part of that.
Hemi Martins, what a legend that bloke is. But look, we can't be too harsh on Adebayor. He was shot at, remember? Why did that make you laugh?
I forgot about that.
So he's a snake, but he got shot at. So maybe number 5 is good. It's a good place for him. Have you got anything else to say about old Adebayor.
Yeah. Obviously, he's Tottenham. He went to Tottenham, didn't he? He was at Tottenham for 2011. He went on loan, and he actually was Tottenham's top goal scorer that season. He got 18
it's
goals.
Not hard though, is it, Chris? I mean, we could be Tottenham's top goal scorer, couldn't we?
But they had the likes of Van der Vaart in their team. That was when Tottenham were quite fun to look at.
Is that so under older? I was going to try and do an impression of Harry Redknapp, but I can't quite do it. It's
yeah, I think it might have been.
Yeah, the nodding dog. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously playing for Tottenham, you're not going to be in anyone's favour, and right, run in front of your fans as well. But yeah, I don't know. I can sort of forgive him just because personally, I didn't like him as much as these other players that sort of really did hurt me when they left, because I had like an affiliation with them and I looked up to him and stuff. So that's probably why he's so low. But yeah, he's number 5 for me.
That's fantastic. I expected Adebayor to be like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be really quite high. Okay, so now I'm excited. Who's number 4? Go on.
I've gone for Samir Nasri. Because
yeah, go on. That's copyrighted now, Chris. You can't do that.
The thing, I mean, Nasri, he got 86 Prem appearances and 18 goals, which wasn't bad. He's a winger, and he was there from 2018 to 2011. No, 2008. Sorry, so he was only there for 3 years. And I remember him scoring some absolutely wonderful goals in the Champions League for us, and he was, really good. But he just left instantly, didn't he? He joined Man City.
Yeah.
It was like he didn't hang around at all. And I mean, in 2011, Man City still weren't. They just weren't that. What they were. They obviously won it in 2012, and Nasri did actually win quite a lot with Man City, didn't he? I think won a few Premier League titles.
Anything, did he? He never played. But
no, he didn't play. But he just got one of those faces. It's so punchable, isn't it? I just don't know what he's. And I remember
he didn't get shot at, did he? No,
he didn't. Mate, he was 25 million as well. I read, so 25 million, so same as Adebayor. He had probably one really good season for us, and obviously Man City came in and bought him straight away. But and also, do you remember that he went to West Ham in 2019? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he played like so little games, but the one game he played against was Arsenal, and he was part of that. They beat us 1-0, West Ham. Declan Rice scored, but bloody Samir Nasri got an assist, and I think that was the only thing he ever contributed to his bloody West Ham career. Was that bloody goal? So that cost us.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Mate, even West Ham. I've completely forgot. I was looking up these players, and I was like, oh yeah, of course, I played for West Ham in that one season. And yeah, Nasri for me as well. He was just terrible.
I remember him going. It was like a real shock because he was such a good player for you. And was that the same window that Fabregas went? Was it the same?
It was 20. Yes, yeah, because I think Fabregas obviously went to Barcelona in 2011. Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, Arsenal and Wenger, what were they doing that summer? They've had an absolute shocker. And didn't one other player leave that summer? I swear. Did Song leave then as well, or did he leave maybe a year later or something? I swear.
I think he left later.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That was the start of when everyone was sort of leaving because, 2011 to that was when we just obviously lost to Birmingham City in the final of the Carabao Cup. So everyone was just down, and I think everyone just sort of wanted to flee ship. And obviously we had some 8-2s against Man United and stuff later on. So that's when we was getting absolutely thrashed in some games. So it's really, really bad, bad times. But the thing with Nasri is that he didn't really earn enough. I don't know, for a move away for like that. He just treated it so badly. He didn't show any Arsenal any respect or anything. He just sort of dropped us as soon as he could, like for the first offer that came in.
And I think that what's kind of sad about it, or quite hilarious, it depends how you see it, is like Adebayor and Samir Nasri, they both left to go to Man City, who at the time were probably a smaller club than Arsenal. and they had never won the title. I know the season that Nasri went, they ended up winning it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They clearly both just went for the money.
For money.
And not only do you lot hate them, I highly doubt that any Man City fan is ever going to put them in like their greatest team ever, or even vaguely remembers them. I mean, what did Samir Nasri do except for pick up 200 grand a week and just win prizes on the back of Sergio Aguero? So, yeah, I bet City fans hate him as much as you do, to be fair, Chris.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, do City fans look at the likes of Bakary Sagna and Gael Clichy and go, oh, they'll be in our ultimate 11 team if we ever made them. But I don't know. They've got they like Vincent Kompany, Aguero, Yaya Toure, and that, you know, proper Man City legends. But none of them came from us. So
you could literally have a top 5 moves from Arsenal to Man City, couldn't you? Over the space of like those 2 years, everyone just went to Man City. That's great. I forgot about that. That's amazing.
Do you remember that when they literally everyone was going?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah. It must have been Clichy. Yeah, because I remember Liverpool were really heavily linked with him. He must have been I don't know, maybe Kenny Dalglish, I think, was actually manager, and we needed a left back, and it was like every day it was, oh, Gael Clichy's available from Arsenal, oh, Gael Clichy's interested in going to Liverpool, and I was like, I know I slagged off Gael Clichy the other day, or did I, or was it a different player? Who's the one who plays for West Brom now?
Kieran Gibbs.
Oh, Kieran Gibbs. Oh, okay. So yeah, Gael Clichy, you know,
he's not on this list. Kieran Gibbs.
He left to West Brom. He went on to bigger and better things. But no, I remember like being quite excited by signing Gael Clichy, and he just fucked off to Man City. I was like, he couldn't even play ahead of Kolarov. So, you know, it was another one. We've ranted about Gael Clichy. He's not even in your. Is Gael Clichy number 3?
No, it's no Gael Clichy.
Go on. Who's number 3?
Sorry. Number 3. I've actually gone for this man here. I don't know if you can see it. I love this man. I'm surprised I haven't burnt this yet. Cheap. This is a cheap rip-off. I got outside the Emirates Stadium. It probably cost fucking £5, but yeah. I absolutely love.
Chris is livid about spending a £5.
Mate, the cost to get up there, the cost of bloody tickets, it's about a £200 a day experience seeing the Arsenal, and it's not even worth it.
And you probably lost, to be fair.
I paid £50 to see Arsenal Swansea. It was like February.
Oh,
it was freezing cold. I was right at the top. I couldn't see anything. And bloody Gomis, what he's called, was he called the Gomis, the one that did that weird cat crawl for Swansea, the striker? Really tall guy.
Yeah, I remember now. I don't remember his name, but I know.
But he scored like a 90th minute winner, and we lost 1-0. And I thought, oh my god. And the tube's absolutely packed when you're getting out of the stadium. You're just shoved up against the wall against these men. It's freaking grim.
Against men. Against men.
I'm a wee little boy. But Sanchez is the only one on this list that I've seen like live. So and yeah, I absolutely loved him.
Yeah,
I remember getting him from Barcelona. He obviously didn't make it that much at Barcelona. He was on the sort of fringes there, and he came to Arsenal and he became sort of our like talisman. He was like our main man. Him and Ozil had some fantastic seasons where they were just like unplayable, like assists, goals, and so he so he joined 2014 to 2018. He left in the January bloody window. We got Mkhitaryan for him. So who got the better deal? Who knows? The only reason he's not higher is because he flopped so much at Man United. I actually like him. That's why I actually like him. And the fact that he even came out and said that he wanted to, leave Man United after the first training session because he just felt that it wasn't right. I respect him for coming out and saying that. I also, so he also scored against us in the FA Cup.
He did, remember?
And he didn't celebrate that much, so respect him again. He scored. They won 3-1 at the Emirates or something. Probably Jesse Lingard scored for them.
Yeah, like he loves a goal against you, doesn't he? So Alexis Sanchez. Obviously, we had that decision at Arsenal where it was either going to be him or Ozil because their wages were so high. Which one would go?
We decided to keep Ozil. Was it the right decision? Who knows? I mean, probably not. It depends. I mean, Sanchez is still doing quite well at Inter Milan at the moment. They're obviously looking like they're going to win Serie A. I don't know how much he's contributed to that. But yeah, leaving to Man United's never good. I mean, obviously they're one of our rivals. And then he could have gone to Man City. It was Man City, Man United.
Yeah. And you would have got it. You would have understood, I think, if you went to City.
Yeah, understood he went to City because they were winning stuff. And Man United were not winning stuff.
No.
You could tell that Man City maybe needed him more. I mean, Man United, I don't know, they didn't really need Sanchez at that time. I thought they sort of had Lukaku. They had so many players. He literally just went because he was getting paid, was it like 500,000 a week?
Like half a million. It was ridiculous, yeah. Ludicrous.
Yeah. So it just hurt me because I hate Man United and him in that shirt and him playing that bloody piano.
That was the weirdest video. Like the weirdest reveal. It was like the fucking child catcher or something. It was such a creepy. I hate him. I'll be honest. I probably hate him more than you because we were meant to get him. Luis Suarez, who I compared to him. I was so excited because it was reported as a deal that we were going to get like 40-50 million from Barcelona plus Alexis Sanchez. And I was like, get in there. What a deal that is. And I was like, okay, the very least we're getting Alexis Sanchez. Not only did we not get Alexis Sanchez, we just got 50 million or 60 million on its own. We just got completely mugged off by our old chief negotiator. I don't know how he got that job. And and then you lot came up with that great song, or Return the fucking Scousers Down. You know, and I remember one of the main reasons why I hate this bloke. I went away to Portugal about, 5-6 years ago now, and I ditched the family because I thought I'm gonna go. There's a sports bar. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna watch the Arsenal Liverpool game. And I turned up a little bit, like 20 minutes late, and we were 3-0 down, and Alexis Sanchez has scored one of the best goals I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Inside, just smashed it from about 30 yards. I was like, oh, piss off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judas. Yeah. I consider him a Judas. He was meant to be our number 7. After old Goofy had gone the other way, he was meant to come in and replace him, and he left us with bloody Ricky Lambert and Barini and Balotelli. And so, yeah, I probably hate him more than you, Chris, to be fair.
I'm just disappointed. I don't really hate him. I'm disappointed in him because
that's worse, though, Chris. That sounds like that's the worst thing you ever hear from like your mum or dad. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed, Chris.
And also, I remember do you remember when I think like people in Chile were trying to get like a Sanchez out, save Sanchez's career from making him to try and leave Arsenal to go and get like this massive rally together. And I think like 5 people turned up. I was like, what sort of mess? Why would they try? Why would people in Chile care what Sanchez, because his career wasn't suffering at Arsenal. And in the the final couple of games for Arsenal, you could see like he was just trying too much. He was trying too hard, and he sort of did go off the boil toward the end because he was such a almost one-man team. He was trying too much, and he was just not considering the rest of the team. He obviously won the FA Cup with us, scored in the final, so fair play to him. But yeah, it did really hurt when Sanchez left, and especially for Man United, that's why it's so high. So yeah.
I bet. So number 2, I'm guessing followed in a very similar path, or went before him. And did this guy also go to Manchester United?
But mate, to be fair, between my 1 and 2, it's pretty close how much I hate both of them. I'll go for Van Persie too then, because he did do exactly what you said.
He's a prick,
and the fact that he
is. Well, let's be honest, he is. He's a twat.
Hey, he had one. Where was he? Where he joined in 2004 to 2012, so he was there for a long time. And I remember him.
But he was always injured, though, wasn't he?
Always injured. Always injured. He's always, and we stuck with him. Arsenal stuck with him all those years, and we're like, it's all right, Van Persie. We'll give you your wages still, even though you played 1 game this season. And then he had 1 good season, and to be fair, he had a phenomenal season. He scored. It was an amazing 7 season, goals, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? Screw this team that has seen me through thick and thin. This Man United. He was at that age when he left Arsenal, when he had like one big move, so he probably felt like he had to do that move, didn't he, to get silverware, because he felt that Arsenal weren't progressing enough. We weren't, giving them the right players, and obviously at Man United he did win his only Premier League medal, so that is quite irritating. It only took him one season. And he was like their best player, wasn't he, in that season when they won it?
He was, for Fergie, wasn't he? He was amazing, yes. He had 2 really good seasons. Then Moyes came in and it was, forget it, this Van Persie is finished. But
yeah. And the annoying thing is, I bought the Van Persie. Arsenal released 100 Van Persie goals on DVD, and I bought it. And I think the month after he left for Man United, I was like, well, what am I going to do with this DVD now? I can't just watch it because it's just tainted. Because every goal I see now. And how many years it took him? What? 8 years to score 100 goals, which is not great for a striker.
It's not, is it? No.
Releasing a DVD, showing how much you love him, and then he just literally leaves. Because I thought he'd stay because he obviously looked up to the likes of Dennis Bergkamp. He was like his idol and everything. And Bergkamp, who's obviously stayed at the club to the end, which is why I love him so much, because he's not a Judas. He's sort of the only one who didn't actually leave.
No one wanted him, Chris. That's why.
He couldn't fly. He couldn't go to
exactly. He couldn't go into a medical, could he? He had to stay.
But he obviously, Van Persie has to be on this list. Just the way he went to Man United, the way he won stuff. And he even scored in that 1-0 win against Arsenal as well, where they beat us 1-0, and he scored a header from the corner, and that went on to their winning way.
Didn't he celebrate that as well?
Oh, mate, he probably did. He's such a prick.
Don't hold back, Chris. Yeah. What a twat. I love it.
And he was left. Obviously we were playing football and in that age when 2004, and I looked up to him because he was left-footed like me, and I respect this man. He sort of plays striker where we played, and left-footed player, and he was obviously scoring goals. But I mean, what did he win? He won an FA Cup. He won a Community Shield, and I think he still holds the record for most goals in a season for Arsenal as well. We got 30 goals, which is the record, which is more than Henry and stuff got. And I think he still holds the record for most goals at the Emirates Stadium as well. So,
oh really?
He still holds those records, yeah. And I think he's a third highest Arsenal scorer after Henry and Ian Wright. And
he only had one good season, Chris. He scored like half those 100 goals in 1 year. And the rest of the time, he just took it off. Didn't matter.
Yeah, it's so annoying. We literally stuck with him for so long as well, and it's so irritating when that happens. You can't just drop a team like that when you have one good year. But I don't know.
Turns out you can, Chris, and go on to bigger and better things with Man United.
I know. And every time we see him as a pundit now, all that's going to come up under his name is like Premier League winner, Man United. And it's going to be like Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Cup. Yeah.
Or it would just say Arsenal, always injured, scored a few goals, then moved on. Yeah. Right then. So Van Persie's your second choice, isn't he? Right. I'm kind of surprised because I'm thinking, I think I know who is number one because he's got to be. But there's another player in there. I can see the anger. But I was thinking, Cesc Fabregas. Is he not? Did he not come into your thinking?
No, I really like Fabregas. And he obviously left for Barcelona. And there was obviously that time when he was wearing like that Barcelona shirt while he was still an Arsenal player, and all the Spanish team were trying to make him into but the fact that he went to Chelsea, not straight away from Arsenal, but from Barcelona, and the fact that it's reported that we had first buyback clause on Fabregas, and we could have bought him when he did go to Chelsea, and we chose not to. I don't know. I do dislike him a lot for playing for Chelsea and obviously winning a lot of things with them as well. But Judas, not so much, because he didn't move to a Premier League side directly from Arsenal. He had to choose Barcelona in the middle, which is understandable because that was his boyhood club and everything. But I still think he sees himself when you see him do a punditry, he still sees himself as an Arsenal man, which I don't mind.
They all say that. Michael Owen says he's Liverpool through and through. Oh, fuck off, mate. Like, you're Man United. You went to United. You don't even consider yourself bloody Liverpool. Absolutely do one.
Yeah. But I loved Fabregas. Obviously, I was there actually on his first game. I went to Highbury for the only time, and I saw him score his first goal at Highbury against Wolves in a Carling Cup game. I think we won 5-1. But that was like 17-year-old Fabregas, and I loved him. But Judas. Sort of, but I can forgive him. If he went straight to Chelsea, maybe he would make the list. He probably would be like 6th or 7th, to be fair, if I made a longer list. But yeah, I don't know. He gave his best. I mean, he was there for a long time at Arsenal as well.
Yeah,
17.
So. I suppose fair enough. And he went to his boyhood club, and I suppose buyback clause. He might have wanted to go to Arsenal, and I suppose. I don't know why Wenger wouldn't go for him, with the midfield options you have. I mean,
I don't know. Granit Xhaka.
No, it must have been before Xhaka. It must have been like Flamini. Flamini and Arteta. There we go. That was your midfield duo, wasn't it? Your manager now. So. Right. So number 1, I think it's going to be obvious, isn't it now? Go on. Yeah. Get it out, Chris. Get it out of your system.
I remember I was in France when this transfer happened, and I remember as a kid, it was just on holiday, and then I saw that Arsenal had got William Gallas, and we had swapped Ashley Cole for William Gallas, plus I think it was £5 million, and I thought, oh my God, what have we done here?
Hey, William Gallas was a good player. He was your captain, wasn't he?
He was our captain, and he liked a good cry. He cried, didn't he, on the pitch? He was such a stubborn little baby. And he also went to Tottenham. He could be on this list as well, Gallas.
I was going to say.
Jesus, I forgot about him. But, Ashley Cole. I don't know, Ashley Cole. I don't know. I don't find Ashley Cole likeable that much.
No, not at all. He's horrible, man.
He comes across horrible. He obviously was an Arsenal youngster. He came through the ranks. He joined in 1999 to 2006, so he obviously was at Arsenal when we were just really good and just winning everything, the invincible season and everything. And he left probably at a good time, 2006, because that's when we stopped winning trophies. And I don't know if it's just down to him, but we obviously had like a young girl Clichy coming up as well at that time, so we thought he could probably take Cole's place, and just never sort of worked out. But the fact that he sort of turned Arsenal down because the contract they offered him was too low. He said he's something about crashing a car because the £55,000 a week was not enough, and he felt he wanted more. And the fact he had secret meeting talks with Chelsea at a hotel in 2005 with Jose Mourinho and everything, it just doesn't sit good. And he was obviously an Arsenal youngster going through the academy. We gave him everything. We gave him his career, and he just dropped us like that and joined like a rival at the time. And Chelsea obviously at the time were, with Mourinho up and coming, they were sort of this, they obviously went on to be very successful on that period. And sort of him leaving Arsenal and joining them was like a big kick in the teeth, because they were probably going to be like one of our main rivals that we're going to be going for the league with. And obviously he did transfer Chelsea, make Chelsea into this massive club. I do think Ashley Cole will be regarded by Chelsea as sort of one of their legends because of how good he was. And that does upset me. And he obviously, he might have gone for them. He might have gone for more than the money, but I think he probably did go for the money. I mean, obviously, Cashley Cole's what he gets called and stuff.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightly so. And he won. He won 2 Premier Leagues and 3 FA Cups, so he won quite a bit with us.
Did he only win? Sorry, with you. Oh, sorry.
For Arsenal, So he won the 2002 and then 2004, and obviously went on to win probably more at Chelsea.
Yeah, he won loads.
Was he part of the? Did he win the Champions League?
He did. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
But
good for him.
I don't think he played though. Isn't that Ryan Bertrand's debut or something?
Might have been.
Oh no, I think Ryan Bertrand played in midfield. I don't know, something bizarre. But yeah, I can't stand Ashley Cole. He's Fuck him. He's not coming on this podcast. You know, when we're getting guests on, he can do one. I mean, he cheated on his wife, didn't he? So that's enough to say. And that's it. He was just learning bad habits, wasn't he? From John Terry and all that lot. You know, poor Wayne Bridge. I mean, Ashley Cole and John Terry were probably planning it, weren't they? The poor bloke. So.
Yeah. But the best thing about Ashley Cole is that photo of the Roma team.
I love that. Yeah.
And he's just walking on the side. That made me so happy. I was just so happy when I saw that photo.
Yeah, that's who you are, Ashley. That's who you are outside of Chelsea. No one likes you. Fuck off.
Yeah, and I reckon now if he'd probably see himself as more of a Chelsea person than an Arsenal person. If you could ask him.
Of course he does.
Oh, because did he do? Was he a pundit on the FA Cup final? Just when, and I think he was just livid when Chelsea lost to Arsenal.
Yeah.
That pissed me off as well because he was so angry that Chelsea lost. And I'm like, why are you angry? What you literally at Arsenal for so long? You must have been an Arsenal fan. And it's so irritating just seeing that man. And he's just he comes across smug and arrogant, and obviously the stuff his personal life as well. And I just love the rumour that him and Sol Campbell were getting it on. But man, I reckon that's true. I don't want to spread rumours.
What? No, Chris. This is the platform to spread rumours. So go on. What is this?
No, allegedly.
No, not allegedly. Let us know what was going on with Ashley Cole and Sol Campbell. You can't leave the viewers hanging at this point. What was going on between those two?
People use their imagination, but definitely. I don't know if it's...
Is that why Sol Campbell went missing for a few weeks? Do you remember when that happened? When he was playing at Portsmouth, he just disappeared and no one knew where he went.
Yeah, mate, Ashley Cole was just trying, experimenting. He was, I reckon.
Oh God, that's amazing.
Mate, I mean, this could have been some fan fiction I was just reading, but I'm pretty certain this happened. It might have been a dream, to be honest.
Maybe both him and John Terry thought it was Wayne Bridge's wife. It's just the same joke with me. It's the same repertoire. I'm sorry, Wayne Bridge, if you ever watch this. I mean, it's going to bring back horrible memories.
Yeah, Ashley Cole had to be number one, just because I remember he was sort of the start. I reckon he was the start of the he was the start of people leaving Arsenal, really, wasn't he? He sort of he was the first one, obviously, on this list who left. And people probably saw him going to Chelsea and being successful, and they're thinking, we want to leave this club. Obviously, the Emirates era was nowhere near as good as the Highbury one. And I wonder if these people, these players like Fabregas, Van Persie, did stay if Arsenal would have won stuff. And I think people just left at the wrong time and kept making us weaker and everything. So I don't know. It's really frustrating. If we kept Cole. And when we sort of started having Van Persie scoring goals in the same team, that might have worked. Or you never know. We never know. But I mean, there's just a lot of Judases at Arsenal, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think that any of them will get sort of statues outside the Emirates or anything.
I think I was going to say Fabregas, mate. He's loved by you a lot, isn't he?
When you go across the bridge to the Emirates Stadium, there's pictures of players, and he is one of those players that's sort of on a banner. So he's probably I don't know. It's just depressing just seeing these players leave. I'm just trying to think who the next one will be.
Go on. This is now a prediction from Chris. He's going to be the very next Arsenal Judas. Go on, Chris. Who's it going to be?
You know what would hurt me the most? If Saka left.
Saka, yeah.
If he left to any Premier League team, it would hurt me. It would hurt me. It would deeply offend me. I'm trying to think who's the most likely in their personalities in the team. Obviously, Aubameyang's tied him down. Yeah, Aubameyang's tied himself down now, so he's sort of settled. He's not going anywhere. Lacazette could leave, but I don't think he'd go to a rival. Let's see. Smith Rowe. We've got some good youngsters.
I think it's going to be Saka. I can see it.
Where do you reckon he'll go? Where can you see him going? Tottenham. You reckon? Mate, it'd be mad
in a swap deal with Lamella. I don't know. Look, City, to be honest. Yeah, I think he's could be a Guardiola type player. To be honest, I hope it doesn't happen. Come to Liverpool, son. Go on. That's where you belong, mate. I don't know. I like Saka though, and I know what you mean. It's sort of the personality, and he does look like a Arsenal fan and Arsenal lad.
Yeah.
Through and through. So he might not ever want to leave, but I suppose if
things get bad,
like, if we don't win anything for the next few seasons, or if maybe Arteta gets sacked or something, and maybe if City come in and say, right, we'll take him for like 80 million or something ridiculous like that, your owners might go happy days, and Saka might go, and it'd be. But I wouldn't even call him a Judas if he did that, because I can't imagine Saka being the kind of player who would push for a move. I don't know the mate. I've called him mate. I don't even know him. I'm that friendly with him. Or I've gone for it. I've called him mate. I've never met the lad. Come on, son.
Yeah.
I was going to say I don't know him, but clearly I do. So,
look. He's only 19, so he's got lots of years to become a Judas. The way you see, the younger he is, he's got more time to build up. Like Ashley Cole, you probably could have asked, me in 1999 when Ashley Cole's coming through, and we could have been having the same conversation, saying, "Oh, he's an Arsenal man. He's fantastic."
When we were like 6, Chris. Oh, the Ashley Cole, he's through and through, isn't he?
But I'm just saying, like, we could have the same conversation, and little did we know that Ashley Cole did what he did. I mean, you never know. Like, Saka could marry, one of the, whether it was Cheryl Tweedy or whatever, a celebrity star, cheat on her. You never know.
Cheryl Tweedy.
What is it?
Cheryl Tweedy. It's Cheryl Cole. That's her name. For God's sake, isn't it? Unless she must have changed her name at this point. But no, she's fucking Cheryl Tweedy.
Is that her name before she got married?
Was it?
Imagining stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. Someone let us know in the comments. All right, I got actually. Let me Google it, Chris.
Have a look. I'm fairly certain it was. I don't want to know about. I don't want to hear the word Cole. That's why. I'll
tell you what, Chris. You might be right.
Is it?
Cheryl Tweedy. Yeah, it is. Bloody hell.
What band was she in again?
Don't ask as if you don't know. Her name's Cheryl Tweedy, but I don't know what band she's from. Fucking #1 fan over here. This is meant to be a football podcast, Chris. None of this Cheryl Tweedy malarkey.
Yeah. But hopefully Saka doesn't go.
No.
I don't know. I don't know who would leave. I'd be sad if Leno left, but I don't think Leno will leave. He's obviously getting quite a good game time. Tierney?
No, I don't think Tierney would go.
I think he's future captain material.
I think so as well. I think he likes the arse. I think he likes the Arsenal. So I just I didn't even mean for it to come out like that.
So that was my top 5 Arsenal Judases. If you can think of any more, please comment below. Like the video and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. And we'll probably see you soon in a video coming probably this week, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll do one. We're approaching 30. We work full time. It's 8 o'clock now, and I'm knackered. So we'll we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, see you guys.
See you later.